What the frick is up, YouTube? Today we're gonna be talking about my first job experience as a high school student because I would say it was quite interesting, and I hope that if you've never had a job before, you know, which you probably haven't, I could help you out, I guess. I don't really know. I was getting paid minimum wage, so like I don't really have a say in this, but you know, I just want to talk about my experience. So basically, our school has this cool little program where students can get hired to do jobs. So there's jobs like TAs for, you know, science classes, PE classes, and like musical theater and stuff like that. And none of those really interest me, or more so that none of those are things that I can actually do because I'm talentless and I just sit in my room and scroll on TikTok every single day. But you know what talent that I do have though is kids. Okay, I mean that as in like, I mean that as in like I'm good at like taking care of kids, right? Because like I have a history of like just being a good babysitter, you know what I'm saying? Because like I used to teach Chinese to these kids like last year or like 2 years ago, and I think it was pretty fun. And I did it for I didn't do it for money, I did it for, what's it called? Dude, I'm actually tripping mad balls right now, bro. What was it? Community service hours. That's right, that's what I was looking for. I did it for community service hours. But now I don't get community service hours. I get money, dude. Like that's like 10 times better. Oh my god. So like I decided to sign up, right? This one teacher from our school messaged me this one teacher from our school sent me an email saying, "Hey, I saw your application, and how does a meeting sound to you?" So you know, we hopped in that Zoom call. I introduced myself to her, she introduced herself to me. So apparently she's a person who like is in charge of like the after school program. I didn't even know there was a whole ass program for this, dude. Like I thought I legit just like go to their classrooms, I just sit there and I just make sure like they don't kill themselves, you know? But no, there was like so much more to this. But she seemed really nice. After a few days I got an email back saying that I am hired. Let's freaking go, guys. So I had to fill out like 11 forms that I had no idea were about. And honestly, I just got my mom to do them all because I don't know what was going on. But there were a few that my mom didn't even know how to fill out anyway, so I had to like ask my friends for that. And all of those forms were due like in 2 weeks, and I took like 2 months for that. So yeah, I actually felt like they were just gonna fire me on the spot for that. So after I turned in the forms, it was pretty much like like the end of 2020. What year are we in? Pretty much the end of 2023. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. It's pretty much the end of 2023. And then that's like when school starts, you know? That's when winter break's gonna end, school's gonna start. Alright, so I got accepted to the job. After I filled in the forms, I was good to go. Alright, we're good to go, guys. I actually didn't know this, but 2 of my friends also signed up for that job, which is such a coincidence, because I actually thought I was just gonna go in this like a freaking loner. Alright, but no, thank god I got some friends in this program. And what other coincidence is it that we both were taking care of the same grades as well, because all of us were taking care of kindergarten through 1st grade. And I actually think that's reasonable, because I know that most people signed up for those grades, because I feel like the higher you go, honestly, just like the more like sassy they get, and like just I don't know, man. Like I wouldn't want to deal with like a 4th grader, you know? Like that would be an absolute living hell. Like after a long day of school, I took some tests, you know, I probably failed some classes. Now I gotta go back to school and see these fuckers that are probably gonna say that my forehead's huge. I don't want that, alright? So yeah, I'm glad that I signed up for kindergarten and 1st grade. But yeah, as good as those grades sounded, they weren't the nicest. I remember this one time this kid tried to hug me because he was feeling a little sad, and I was like, oh yeah, sure, I'll hug you, man. He had like his head tilted down, and I was like, okay, kind of a weird position to hug, I guess, I don't know. And you know what this little fucker was doing? After he walked away, he started laughing and pointing at me. He was like whispering to his other little friends, and then they all started laughing and pointing at me. I was like, guys, what the fuck is so funny, man? Like, what's going on? I just gave you guys a hug, what's going on? One of the kids told me that this little fucker spat on me. I looked down and there's a fucking wet spot of literal saliva on my newly bought cargo pants. And I didn't have another pair of pants to change into. So I just went the entire day looking like I pissed my pants. But it's even worse. Some kids spat on my pants. These kids have like a weird thing with spitting, I swear to God. Because this one time, these kids were having like snack or something, right? And this kid went behind me. And you know what this guy did? He spat in my freaking hair, dude. Oh my God. I kid you not, I can't do this anymore. I couldn't do it anymore. You know what I did? I got up from my chair. I was like, you know what? I'm done with this. Okay, I didn't leave the job on the spot. That would be kind of funny if I did. But no, I just went to the bathroom, you know, shed a few tears, used the soap to wash out my hair, and oh my God, dude. I was rethinking all my life decisions. I was like, why did I sign up for this? But those are pretty much like the worst experiences, I would say. Actually, no, there's one that's even worse. All right, so you know how kids are like brutally honest with what they say, because like kids, they have no filter. Like I would know that if a group of teenagers came up to me and told me that my forehead is huge, I wouldn't take it that personally, because you know why? They probably just hate me for no reason, you know? Like they're probably just a bunch of haters. But haters aren't such a thing when you're such a young age. When these kids told me that I had a big fucking nose, I kid you not, I had to hold back my tears, man. I was like, okay, that's not, you know what, guys, that's not really nice thing to say. You shouldn't say that to anyone. And you know, big noses haven't always been my, like an insecurity of mine. Actually, before that, I actually thought my nose was pretty freaking cute. But now, like, every single time I look in the mirror, I'm like, holy shit, dude, they were right. My nose is literally huge. But it's not, and I have to stop, because I'm just being mean to myself. I'm being a little kid to myself. These kids are getting to me. They're getting into my head. The voices. But yeah, those are just the bad things. Let's talk about the good things. Let's talk about the good things in life, guys. I got paid approximately $14 an hour, which is minimum wage, to be quite honest. But I wouldn't say that's that bad, honestly. You know, right before my working has actually started, our state just raised like the minimum wage by $2. So, you know, I would try to work as much as possible, because I wanted that money, you know what I'm saying? The difference between me and my friends would work for like 2 hours per week. Meanwhile, I would be working like 13 hours a week. Yeah, that's kind of an exaggeration, but yeah, I would work a lot more than them, because you know what? I wasn't doing it for the fun. I actually found absolute no joy in doing this. I was doing it for the money, which is why I was doing it so much. For my schedule at the time, every other day I would end at 2 p.m. and then the other days I would end at 3:30. Like if I ended at 3:30, work would be like 3:45 to 5:15, and if I ended at 2, then my work would be like 2:15 to 5:15. So yeah, I would be getting like on average like 2 hours of work every single day, which is pretty damn good. Anyways, that's really all I had to say. Oh yeah, also I tried to apply to do that same job this summer, and I got rejected, and I don't know why. So yeah, I guess that's the end, man. Like that's all that's gonna happen. I love how I'm just like talking away as if I didn't just disappear from YouTube for like 17 years. You know, ever since I got a PC, I downloaded this one hell of a game called Valorant, and let's just say my life started going downhill from there. Anyways, yeah, after this I get into a new game, but then like the recording like cut off like mid-game, so I'm just not gonna include the game at all. Yeah, I hope that this video gave you a little bit of an insight as to one's first job experience. I actually do want to start making more videos like this, where I just talk about like my experiences, because I would say that I lived a pretty interesting life, and I do quite like talking to myself with just like some gameplay of me playing Bed Wars, because like talking to myself is like a skill that I've learned from doing YouTube over the years, and I want to put that to use. So if you couldn't tell, this is a voiceover, and I actually kind of like this form of making YouTube videos more than like what I would usually do, which was like play a game and like do commentary over the game, because like usually I would get carried away and I wouldn't talk about the actual topic itself. I would just keep like talking about the game and complaining about how I keep dying. Also, sorry if I was cussing just a little bit too much in this video. It's just some of these kids just piss me off. Anyways, yeah, smash like and sub. Also go follow my Twitter, because I'm like really active on there. I mean, like I'm not that active, but like I'm a lot more active than I am on YouTube, at least. So yeah, the next video is probably gonna be about like some other kind of experience. I don't know, but yeah, I'll see you in my next video.